Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, it's dark beer night. Which one are we going for? It's this one. It is Northern Star by Northern Monk, and it is the chocolate caramel and biscuit edition. It is a porter and it weighs in at 5.2% ABV. Your tasting notes are, funnily enough, caramel, biscuit and chocolate. You've got the little biscuity logo thing right there. Tells you all about that. And yeah. So there's not an awful lot of information about the beer on the can. You've got the usual water, malted barley, oats and lactose, biscuit, chocolate, caramel, vanilla, hops and yeast. So there are quite a few adjuncts in this one. So hopefully it will taste authentic. You know, you look at that tasting notes and you expect it to taste like Twix. Will it? Let's find out. Let's get it out and into a glass and see. So we're pouring into the Northern Monk glass. And the pour is dark, as expected. It's actually pouring quite heavy for a porter. Porters, I don't expect to be thick and heavy. But that looks great, doesn't it? Look at that. You can't see my mug through it. It is jet black, and up to the lights you've got just a smidgen of mahogany coming through the bottom. You've got a nice 2-finger knocking off 2.5 fingers of tan head that is relatively tight and compact. It's a good looking beer, that, if I do say so myself. So it looks good. Does it smell good? Yeah, it does. It does smell good. It's a kind of a burnt toasted caramel. Chocolate's coming through. Hints of coffee. And that caramel is really quite dark. The biscuit I get, not in a big way, but it's there, and the roasted malts of a porter are obviously present as well. After all, it is Northern Monk, so they know what they're doing. So, it looks good, smells good. Does it taste good? Cheers. It does. It's boozier than I was expecting. It tastes more than the 5.2. It certainly doesn't hide it anyway. The caramel, like I say, is a burnt toasted toffee caramel type note. Roasted malts are there, chocolate's there. The biscuit is coming through on the back end. It's really well executed, that. The body is spot on. It's medium. Carbonation is smooth. Mouthfeel is silky, slightly oily, and very, very well done indeed. I like. Yeah, there's nothing to dislike so far. Everything to love. So, I don't need to go too far into that to really delve into it, because it's quite a simple beer really in terms of the flavour profile, but it is done well. So, Northern Star, what does the world of Untapped think of you? Well, the world of Untapped, according to the memoir, says there's been 3,031 check-ins and a pretty decent average of 3.82. But I think that's going to be slightly different after this one. My scoreboard of joy is currently blank, as always, and we're going to give it the usual 5 pillars of judgment. So it looks great. It's dark as they come. It's as dark as midnight. The head is a lovely colour. It's compact. Although it has kind of shrunk a little bit from the beginning when it was poured, it is still a nice looking beer. Can I fault it? No, I can't. Bob on. Full point on that one. The aroma, like I say, is really, really nice. You've got that toasted caramel. There's a little bit of that marshmallow coming through, and that's going to be the vanilla. The roasted malt, the chocolate is there. The biscuit, like I say, I don't get that much on the nose. But what I do get is bloody lovely. Bloody lovely indeed. Can I fault it? No. It's a decent strength. It goes on for quite some time. It gets the full point. The body, now a porter, I tend to expect it to be slightly lighter than a stout. And this one is slightly lighter than a stout, but really not by much. It's spot on. And that oily nature of it as well is just lovely. I love it. It implies heaviness. Spot on. Can I fault it? No. course I can't. It's lovely. The taste. Oh, the taste. The taste is king. And yeah, this one is spot on. I love the fact and appreciate the fact that it doesn't hide the 5.2% ABV. I love the fact that chocolate comes through, the burnt caramel, that little bit of vanilla, and on the back end you get the biscuit. It's really, really good. Can I fault it? No. Of course I can't. And the finish. On a porter, you know, much like a stout, I expect those roasted notes to shine and a bit of bitterness to come through. And here, the roasted malts shine. They really, really do. They are smooth and balanced. They're not overly bitter, but they are really, really good. And they play nicely with that sweetness of the chocolate malts that is obviously there and coming through. The vanilla just balances it all out, brings it really to a lovely finish and a crescendo. So we're going to finish the score with a lovely finish and a crescendo. I can't fault it. Full 5 out of 5 from me. Bang on. Absolutely bang on. And it's good value as well. I think I picked this up for about $2.50 in Tesco. It might be a little bit more now that the club card deal has finished. But really, this absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. It's pudding in a glass. You know, it doesn't taste like a Twix like I thought it might. It certainly doesn't taste like a chocolate caramel digestive either. It's a beer of its own volition. It's wonderful. It is superb. So yeah, before I wax lyrical, all I'm going to do is say that's been the beer. Those buttons down there, you know what to do with them by now. I've been me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.